Alright, how's it going, guys? I'm gonna have to mute this for while I'm trying to talk. I don't like the idea of it, but you guys are not gonna be able to hear a thing over that noise. So, anyways, welcome back. We had our live stream the other day, and this is no longer needed. I need to get a block to cover that up. But as you can hear, the diesel generator is running occasionally. We are full up on power most of the time. It kicks in only when it needs to. And we have 3 cloches over here. We did try wheat, and that didn't go very well. We were making way more wheat than we were seed. And we can't use wheat for ethanol, so we decided to go with melons. And we also have sugarcane here and potatoes here. These two are for the ethanol, and these are actually split between both. You can see we're doing pretty decent on plant oil there and nothing for ethanol. So try to walk you through this. There's a water line that runs all the way from in there under here that feeds our water in the back. We put all of our bones in here for right now, which we're going to do manually. And we have over 3 stacks of bone meal right here. I just set this and it outputs to the top. So whenever we get a load of bone meals and we get low, I'll throw some in the crusher and crush it up. And then that is feeding for our fertilizer in here. Each one of these have a stack. And then we use dropping conveyor belts. So as long as there's a conveyor belt on the front, it will automatically output onto that conveyor. And then the dropping one drops it to the conveyor below it. And for the melons, we have them going this way up and onto this press. And there is a press here for unpackaging, metal press unpacking. And that, when it gets a melon, will break the melon into slices, and then we have a splitter conveyor here that will send them. The first 9 will go that way, the other 9 will go this way, and come into our assembler, which will turn them into melon seeds, and then the melon seeds will come out back here. Now, Shadow unfortunately was unavailable to help set this up. He's going to run another line. He did set up the line for this for distributing the bone meal in, but he had to run, so he's going to set up a line that'll get the melon seeds over here, because trying to get a conveyor from here to there is going to be a real pain in the butt. So we're just going to use that. Plus, we don't have to worry about it overfilling. If we use his, we don't want things just sitting on the belts and creating a bunch of lag. So with that, let me get my book out here. So if we go to the Becoming an Engineer, that means I have now finished the assembler. I should only have to give him the sheet metal slabs for him to finish his. And we do have the sawmill to do next. But before we get into doing the sawmill, which literally we just got to build it, we'll probably do this in the next live stream. But today we're going to do prospecting. So I need 2 light engineering blocks 4 scaffold and 3 fences because we want to go search for oil. So there's 2 of those. There's 4 of those, and we are going to have to make the fence. That's nickel, not steel. And I think this thing is sorting. The one thing I don't like about that, I think it changes every time. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was right. I'm sort by name. That's what I want. So silver, steel. There we go. So we need that, and we'll do 2 of these in the rods. Wait a minute. What I just set that up as a scaffold. Let me go ahead and turn my sound back up just a bit, because I actually need this going this way. There we go, that's our 3. So we need that, those, and that gives us our core sample. And for the give me the book back. This one I've never done before, a mineral survey tool. So we're gonna have to try this out. We need a hammer, a glass bottle, a booking quill, and 3 tough fabric. Booking quill, we're gonna need an ink sac, a feather, and a book. Do we have books in here? I don't believe so. Ink. We do have an ink. Do we have paper? Yes, we have 3 paper. What about leather? I think that's in here for us to make conveyors with. It is. Alright, so we can make a book. And we need a feather. There we go. So there's our booking quill we need. And then I'm seriously doubting there's a bottle. Yeah, let's go look in the room and see if there's any bottles in here in the random stuff box. Yes, there is. So what does that leave us? We need to make an engineering hammer. That'll be easy enough. And then we need some fabric. We had some fabric right there. So 3 fabric on the bottom, glass bottle, booking quill, and then 2 iron, 2 sticks, and a piece of string. That makes us a new hammer. Alright, and that goes right there, and there is our survey kit. So that will get us this reward done. Now, the next thing we're going to need is a LV capacitor, because we need to charge this thing, or power this thing, actually. So that is what we need. We need some treated wood, which I have right here. There we go. Alright, so now we need to charge this bad boy up, which we can just put it like right there. We need a I seriously don't have an MV connector. Huh. Well, we can make one of those real quick. Just need that. A little bit of terracotta. And were there any MV wires in there? No. But there is right there. Alright, so we should be able to connect that there, not there. And then connect this like so. And we're powering it up. Now, this block cannot be used in a mineral survey. Okay. Still not sure what the hell this thing is going to do. Alright, so we don't need any of this anymore. We can put those away. And the way I normally do this is I take the LV capacitor, I sit it there. Where is my hammer? There's my hammer. And then set that to energy output, so this thing has power. And that means we can pick this up. And we can right click on this and it'll take pretty much whatever power is in there. And it'll do our survey. There we go. And there is our core sample, which says we have pentlandite, 12.5 saturation, and no fluid reservoir. So there is no oil in this area, but we do have nickel. So I'm going to mark this as nickel. And then we will pick this up. And let's go outside now. And let's see here. So, what does this tell me? There are no traces of igneous rock. I have no idea what in the world that thing is looking for. But let's get the. I thought this thing gave us a thing, but I don't see it. So let's turn on. There we go. Chunk borders, and we can check this chunk. And I need to put this on the same side and hit it. Oh crap! Take this off first, or you'll waste power. Put the power in. Take the power off. Activate. See, now it's got 1960 left. Alright, so with this one we have... Now, see that thing just said no igneous rock. Well, apparently there's igneous rock. Whatever the hell we need that for. And there's water. 8,785,000 water. Yay. Not anything I care about. Alright, so now we're going to go over here. And we're going to put this down here. And it should be powered. Break it. Run it. And I want to look at the book while this is doing this. And see. Start prospecting and taking survey tool out to the wilderness and search for mineral veins. Survey tool provide approximate vein locations. Same vein increases the vein information. So samples may contain multiple veins. Next. So I'm supposed to take this thing and check first, and then use this? Why not just use this? I don't get it. Alright, so this one is copper and no fluid. The nice thing is it tells you where it's at. So I don't really have to make the marks for it, but I'm going to. There we go, copper. Alright, so let's try this. If I come to this one, there are traces of chalcopyrite. Okay. It's because there's chalcopyrite right next to it. But what I'm looking for is oil. I don't give a crap about the ore so much. Laterite? Okay, now I'm lost because I don't know what laterite is. That's a mineral I've never heard of. So what we can do is in the book, if we go to heavy machinery and we go to excavator, I do believe, no it doesn't, maybe it's simple conveyor item turning heater charging garden. No, it's not in there. Tools is a core sample in here. No, now I know there's a place. Resources, ores, copper, bauxite, lead, silver, nickel, uranium. See, that's not telling me what I need either. Alloys, coke oven, blast furnace, graphite, shaders. I know there's a way. I know there's a thing that tells you in here what they are, or at least there was. And I swore it was in the excavator. At the end, there was a thing that told you about the core sample drill, and it would tell you each of the different minerals and what they were. It's been a long time since I've looked at this book, mineral deposits. There we go. That's the right one. Alright, so that tells you about that survey tool. That tells you about that. And okay, so here are the minerals. So whatever the hell that says can be found in the nether. It consists of gravel and ancient debris. Alright, that is copper and gold. Beryl is prismarine and emerald. Bituminous coal is coal and sulfur. Chalcopyrite, which is the one we found, which is iron, copper, and sulfur. Cinnabar is redstone and sulfur. Galena is lead, sulfur, and silver. Igneous rock just gives you granite, diorite, andesite, and obsidian. Don't give a shit. Laterite, there we go. So that is bauxite and iron. It's more bauxite than it is iron, and bauxite is barely used. What we want is, there's the pent we found earlier, which does give 35% iron, 35% nickel, which again, nickel is not used that much. What we want, unless they've changed it, is a magnetite. Silt, which will give you clay, sand, and gravel. Uraninite, which gives uranium and lead. Oh, they don't have those. Oh, that sucks. They used to have them. magnetite to give iron and gold. Well, that kind of stinks. Alright, so I will basically in the next live stream go around with this thing, see what we can find, see if we can get some oil, and in the next, and during that live stream, I will also work on getting, oops, wrong book, quest book. There we go. I will also work on getting the excavator and the pump jack, mainly the pump jack. And I will probably start working on a lot of these little quests around here, like we got a labeled crate, a fluid barrel, a metal barrel, things like that. Start working on a lot of these little ones so we can get those worked off. But the main thing I want to set up is a pump jack so we can get a distillation tower, and then we can start making gasoline and get even more power in this place. And that will be it for today. Hopefully Shadow will be back here with us on Thursday. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.